The years of England constantly picking the same players in their 30s despite having years of international failures look to be somewhat over. Okay, they do keep picking Joe Hart and I have no idea why. Anyway, he might play some boring ass football, but we've got to take our hats off to Gareth Southgate for bringing in those youth players who have been successful in recent years on the international scene with the younger teams. Hey, and with the under-20s and under-17s both winning the World Cup this year, what better time than any to look at some excellent youngsters who have the biggest potential growth on FIFA 18. So with that being said boys, let's crack on with this list. Number 1, Nia Kirby. It might be Nia Kirby, I don't know. Anyway, this lad actually won the Under-17 World Cup in the summer and took part in the penalty shootout against Japan, and he actually scored, so we actually have a World Cup winner in the list. Fantastic. Anyway, he made the move from Spurs Academy to Crystal Palace in 2016 and played 9 times, scoring once for the Eagles Under-23 side. As for him on FIFA, well, he's actually quite decent, even despite being a 57, he's pretty good for a bronze team. However, after a few years, he becomes a very good 81, with his agility and balance going through the roof. He has some pretty decent passing and pace. I mean, he does reach an 81, starting from a 57, which is not bad at all. That is an increase of 24. Oh, and his hair is pretty fantastic as well. Number 2, Markus Hvenaer. The younger brother of Rangers right back James, this Middlesbrough youngster is actually performing pretty damn well in real life for the Smoggies. Well, he's actually only played 3 times, but that hasn't stopped him from already finding the score sheet and impressing in the Championship. In fact, his first goal came against rival Sunderland in the Teesweir derby. Not a bad way to introduce yourself to the fans. Anyway, on FIFA, Hvenaer actually has some incredible growth from what is a pretty underwhelming start. I mean, he only starts off as a 61, which isn't exactly great, but incredibly, he becomes a really nicely rated 85 left mid. That again is another increase of 24, and it means his dribbling, pace, passing and shooting will all improve to around the mid 80s. Even better, he is only contracted until next summer, so you should absolutely have no problem in buying him for pennies on career mode. He really is one to add to your list if you're looking for a cheap left mid on career mode. Number 3, Cameron Gregory. Who? Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never heard of him either, but I'm sure one of you is a Shrewsbury fan and you can tell us all about him. Until doing the research for this video, I honestly never heard of him and knew nothing about him. But I did find out that he has played, or at least been on the bench, for some Checker Trade Trophy games and features in the Under-23 side quite regularly. Anyway, on FIFA, I can tell you a little bit more about him. He's a keeper that starts off as just a 54, who does have 71 strength, but everything else is in the 50s or thereabouts. So why is he on this list? Well, he actually has a potential growth of 25 and can become a 79 rated goalkeeper. I mean, that isn't the best, but the fact that he improves so much would make him an ideal signing if you're doing some lower league career mode stuff, or if you just want to keep the purse strings as tight as possible. Number 4, Joel Latabaudiere. The World Cup winning captain, and he is just one of many Man City youngsters starting to come through their incredible academy. He really is a brilliantly commanding centre-back who is an absolute monster in the air. Seriously, his jumping is out of the world in real life. He's already featured in the EFL trophy, and we can imagine it will only be a matter of time before Pep gives him a go in the first team. As for him on FIFA, he starts off a little bit underwhelming, which I can only imagine he'll be given an upgrade in January or maybe on the next game. He starts off as a 55, but is able to jump, pun intended, to a very nice 80 rated centre-back. Seriously, he'll end up with 83 standing tackle, 82 slide tackle, and a whopping 86 pace for a centre-back. That is crazy. And number 5, Jack Sparks. Great name, but again, not a household name unless you're an Exeter fan. Seriously, I didn't have any idea who he was. He was just at the top of the list of player growth, and I decided to give him a go on career mode, and he turns into a pretty decent player. Anyway, he's already made it into the first team on the left side of midfield for Exeter, and again, he starts off pretty low. I mean, he's only a 51, but has the biggest increase of any English player under the age of 21 on FIFA 18. Saying that though, he does actually only become a 77 rated player, but has some really outstanding pace. He should get easily over 90, if not up to 95 pace, and will have some great balance and agility, and some pretty decent stamina to boot. If you're a bit of a scumbag like me and you only look at the pace stats when you're buying a new player, then Jack Sparks is somebody that you absolutely must buy. And that's our list. What country do you want to see us do next? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to smash that like button because it really does help us out. You can follow us on Twitter at HITC Top Corner, and you can even follow me, if for whatever reason you want to, at GR Corking. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to join Team Top Corner Gaming right now.